Oh, ye Jacobites by name, Londoner, Londoner. Ye Jacobites by name, Londoner. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults are well proclaimed.
So today is Sunday, June 10, 2018. We are on our way to Monmouth Park, which is a horse race track over in Oceanport, New Jersey, about 15 minutes away from where I live. Today's gig is the New Jersey Irish Fest, Monmouth County Irish Fest, something Irish Fest. I forget exactly the name of it, but I should probably, this is my 4th year doing this event. I should probably know the real name of it by now. This is always a very cool show. The guy who books me for it is super nice dude, Martin O'Connor, from a band called Paddy and the Pale Boys, another band called the Barleycorns, who he's got me doing work for their reunion shows. I did 2 of those already. Yes, I guess this is my my 6th time working directly with Mr. Martin O'Connor. Every time we do it is a pleasure. These gigs are very simple. Outdoor stage, small stage. So nothing more than a standard bar rig. In fact, the power that they give me at these events is usually pretty weak. And I remember about 2 years in a row I kept thinking to try to bring subwoofers, but they never work. They just don't have enough power at this event. So we just bring the tops. No, it's traditional Irish music. We're not trying to put on like a killer rock show. We're just trying to do some traditional Irish tunes. So the subwoofers aren't really that big a deal. 3 bands, only 3. Each one's playing a 2-hour set, so changeovers are literally few and far between. And changeovers to these events are interesting. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of instruments, a lot of acoustic stuff. Some of which you have to mic. A lot of these guys are DI'd on and everything, but we'll talk about all of that as we go. We're gonna make a quick stop because it is 8:20 in the morning, and I don't deal with 8:20 in the morning very well, so we're stopping at our friends over here at the donut shop. I remember in the last video I tried to visit these guys and I was just way too early. It is now an hour later in the day than last time I tried, so we should be a little more successful this time, and here we are. And there they are, wide open. So let's go grab some coffee, grab a quick bite, and we'll tell some stories on the way over. So we actually made it this time. Last time I tried to come here and I was way too early. But this is where I get my breakfast just about every single day. This is Wes, the reason I come by here. Wes, give me the 30-second history.
Purple Glazed Donuts started 3 years ago. Just had our 3-year anniversary. Started making donuts at my house. Talked my mom into doing this with me.
Let's get the place in the background. Let's be professional videographers. There we go.
Make fresh donuts. I do small batches all throughout the day. Cake batter donuts. So you're always getting something fresh. Top everything to order, and that's about it. We take pride in what we do. Good customer service, good quality donuts.
Here we are.
Picked us for New Jersey. Moneymag.com did the top 10 in the U.S. and picked us as number 3. And about 3 months ago, Delish Magazine picked us number 1 in New Jersey.
I'm gonna go to work.
All right.
Good old Wes and the whole team over at Purple Glaze. Yeah, I'm there way too often. I try to just get coffee most of the time, but everything they make is just so damn good, it's hard to say no. So let's get over to this gig. I went from being well ahead of schedule to being decently on time to now being, I don't want to say behind schedule, but I'm not exactly super early either. So I'm gonna shut up and drive, and let's see how the weather holds up. See what happens.
Jacobites by name, Londoner, Londoner. Ye Jacobites by name, Londoner. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults are well proclaimed, and your doctrines I must blame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame. You shall hear.
All right, we are underway. Everything started on time. Band is over on the stage behind me. We got the iPad running everything. No front of house today. Don't really need one. Only 3 bands. Pretty simple. We're just gonna hang back and enjoy the music at this point.
name is Andy Ogilvy, and we're playing with Clancy's Ghost here at the Monmouth Park Irish Festival, our first time here. We are mostly in North Jersey, but the mandolin player comes all the way from up in Albany, and the accordion player comes from Philly. We played at St. Paddy's Day with John Sheridan's place over not far from here, and he liked us and wanted us to play here, so here we are.
Irish music has a pretty broad spectrum, a lot broader than, like, most of your average non-Irish person is going to know about Flogging Molly and and Dropkick Murphys, but like, are you guys a little more on the traditional side with this project?
This is there's like two ways of Irish rock music. There was Flogging Molly, and then before that, though, there was the Pogues and the Waterboys, Saw Doctors, and that's our. Actually,
I did a show with Larry Kerwin.
Oh, you did?
Pretty recently.
We used to play with Larry Kerwin.
Yeah.
The Barleycorns used to open up for them, and
Yep. Yeah, he actually mentioned you guys.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah. So we know
super nice guy.
Yeah,
super nice guy.
Those are the days, man.
Yeah.
Marty and I could go on forever, especially Marty.
Yeah.
He remembers everything.
Oh, and he can also go on forever. We're gonna talk to Marty later.
So Marty obviously was with me in the Barleycorns.
If you see a lot of jump cuts later in this video,
yeah,
it's
Marty's
because
playing with his band, Paddy and the Pale Boys, later on today.
Cool.
What is right and what is wrong by the law? By the law. What is right and what is wrong by the law? What is right and what is wrong? A short sword and a long. A weak arm and a strong for the draw. For the draw. A weak arm and a strong for the draw.
More flute, sure.
As I was going over the far-famed Cairn Mountain, met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first used me pistol, and then used me rapier, to stand and deliver fire, bold deceiver, my sherry, what forward there you, there's whiskey in the jar. I've given all this money, and it made a pretty penny. Put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She smiled and she swore she never would deceive me, but the devil take those women. But I can be easy, my sherry, never do, never die. Back forward, there you, whiskey in the jar.
Our favorite Irish band is Paddy and the Pale Boys.
That is absolutely my favorite Irish band. Also my most lucrative Irish band. I appreciate all the work you've been giving me.
Not a problem.
How'd you feel about the show today?
It was great. I was expecting, because of the weather and the rain, I was expecting, nobody hanging around, but great turnout. Again, well, weather permitting, people hung out. We got the little setup here with the trees to shelter people from the rain. And of course the sound was great. It was awesome. So we could hear everything on stage and everybody outside. Especially the fact that we've got one guy that switches from the fiddle to the mandolin, the banjo, tin whistle. So Jason was right on top of all of it. So everybody was pleased out front. I got good reports.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not looking for endorsements. I just want to talk to you.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's the way it is, because we've dealt with lots of sound guys, and I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Their sound setup was 4 microphones and 2 mains. And when we were asking about what about monitors, or they're like, we think you're U2.
Morrissey rose again, Morrissey rose again, Morrissey rose again, joined the British Army.
last band just wrapped up. A bunch of shitty little kids all over the place, so we're just gonna pack up. I'm not gonna get a video of packing up, I'm sorry. Maybe packing the van, we'll see.
Jacobites by name, London, London. Ye Jacobites by name, London. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults are well proclaimed.
Alright, we're done. Excellent gig. What a day. That was a lot of fun. I love this show. I do this every year. Like I said, I've said it several times already. This is my 4th year doing this show, and I know I'll be back for the 5th and possibly the 6th and the 7th and whatever. But I will take this gig any day. It's a lot of fun. So let's recap the show as a whole. The biggest damper on the day was the weather. I don't know if I really touched on it earlier, but the rain was there. It was just kind of barely there. Wasn't really like enough to bother anybody, but like it was there and it was persistent. Like it was definitely more than like a mist, but like I wouldn't even go so far as to call it a drizzle. It was just annoying. I was more annoyed than I was concerned. I am always the first person to be like, oh, it's raining, pull the plug, cancel the show. I'm not leaving my gear out in this. I can't afford it, blah, blah, blah. I'm a pansy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And even I was like, this is fine. It's not bothering me. The roof over the stage area did its job, kept everything dry. All my gear is in good shape. It was not a bad turnout. It wasn't nearly as attended as it has been the past couple of years, and I'm pretty sure that is directly because of the rain. But it didn't shut the show down either. Now, as far as show performance, I'm actually really happy with how the show went, despite the weather, despite there really wasn't else really getting in the way. All the things that I can control were well under control. So like the actual sound levels themselves, how quick we do changeover, how happy the bands are, recording the sets that I was supposed to record, all that stuff was totally fine. The things that I was not happy with were all things that were 100% out of my control. Best example being the power. If I had better power, I could run a better system. I could bring my subwoofers, I could bring a second set of tops. I could really like dial in a good show that's a lot louder than it is right now. But at this kind of show, this kind of genre, I'm not concerned about decibels and SPL and any kind of way of measuring loudness. I just want a good show. This is like a family event, and I think we were able to pull it off even without the additional sound reinforcement. So that's my biggest hang-up about this show, is that they don't give me enough power to do how I really want to do it, but it's fine, and we get through it. Everybody's happy. The festival organizers coming out of their way to tell me that they're getting compliments about my stage, and so all good things. The only other thing that I want to be able to do better, it doesn't even have to do with the audio, it has to do with the video. The battery in this camera died twice throughout the show, and then luckily there's 2-hour sets, so I just charged it during their set and was able to pick up more video. Would have had a lot more footage, but lost camera for a little while. Seriously, bottom of my concerns. Overall, excellent show. We got to talk to Marty, we got to talk to Andy. Yeah, everybody was happy. So I got really nothing else to report. So I'm gonna leave it off here. We're gonna do another one of these probably at the end of the month. I've got a couple like really big shows between now and then that I can't really do video at these. It's just not professional. But yeah, let's kind of love here. I'll see you guys at the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. What do all the cool kids say now? Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Do whatever you want. I mean, I'm not your mother. It'd be weird if I was. You can like and subscribe if you want. I won't stop you. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.
Jacobites by name, London, London. Ye Jacobites by name, London. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim, and your doctrines I must blame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I must blame, you shall hear.